Welcome to Vietnam, a journey through history, culture, and beauty. Vietnam, located in Southeast Asia, is a country that offers a rich blend of history, culture, and natural beauty. With a history that spans thousands of years, it has experienced periods of great struggle and triumph, from ancient kingdoms to its more recent challenges during the Vietnam War. Despite its turbulent past, Vietnam has emerged as a resilient and vibrant nation, stronger, more unified, and brimming with hope. Vietnam's culture is deeply influenced by Confucianism, Buddhism, and local traditions. The Vietnamese people are known for their warmth and hospitality, always welcoming visitors with open arms. The culture places a strong emphasis on family, respect, and community. The traditional Áo Dai, a graceful dress worn by women, is an iconic symbol of Vietnamese fashion, elegant, timeless, and full of meaning. And let's not forget the food. Vietnamese cuisine, from pho, a delicious noodle soup, to banh mi, a fusion sandwich, is simply irresistible and has captured the hearts of food lovers worldwide. Vietnam is a country of stunning landscapes, nature's masterpiece. From the lush, terraced rice fields of Sapa to the breathtaking karst formations in Halong Bay, the beauty is both humbling and awe-inspiring. Cities like Hanoi, the capital, offer a perfect blend of old-world charm and modern-day energy, while Ho Chi Minh City, formerly Saigon, is a vibrant, bustling metropolis that mirrors the country's rapid growth and unyielding spirit. Ancient towns like Hoi An provide a peaceful escape, offering a glimpse into Vietnam's rich history with their well-preserved architecture and cultural landmarks. Tourists flock to Vietnam for its incredible mix of natural wonders, historical sites, and vibrant cities. Whether it's exploring the awe-inspiring caves of Phong Nha Ke Bang National Park, cruising through the vast Mekong Delta, or visiting the ancient temples of My Son, there is no shortage of unforgettable experiences waiting to be discovered. So, before we begin this video, I kindly request all my friends, if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, please subscribe now. Don't miss out on all the exciting videos coming your way soon. Thank you so much. Welcome to Vietnam. Early history, prehistory to 10th century. Prehistoric era. The earliest evidence of human activity in Vietnam dates back to the Paleolithic period, with the oldest known sites in the Red River Delta region. The famous Sun Duong Cave, the largest cave in the world, is a breathtaking testament to the country's ancient geological history. Bronze Age. Around 2000 BCE, the Dong Son culture flourished in northern Vietnam. This culture is renowned for its advanced bronze working techniques, most notably the production of the magnificent Dong Son drums. Formation of early kingdoms, Vietnam, historically divided into different regions, saw the rise of local kingdoms. Among them, the legendary Vân Lang Kingdom, founded by the revered Hung kings circa 2879 BCE, is considered the first major Vietnamese state. Second Chinese domination, 111 BCE, 939 CE. Chinese rule. In 111 BCE, Vietnam was annexed by the Han Dynasty of China, marking the beginning of a long and turbulent period of Chinese domination. But the Vietnamese people did not surrender quietly. Resistance flared time and again, most notably during the heroic Trung Sisters Rebellion in 40 CE and the fearless revolt led by Lady Trieu in 248 CE. Cultural influences. Despite this fierce resistance, Chinese rule left a deep and lasting impact on Vietnam's political structure, culture, and language. Confucianism, Taoism, and Buddhism took root, shaping the very fabric of Vietnamese society. Third independent dynasties, 939 to 1858. The early Lee dynasty, 939 to 1009. Victory. In 939 CE, the brilliant general Ngo Quyen crushed the Chinese at the legendary Battle of Bac Giang River, securing Vietnam's independence. With this triumph, a new era began, the rise of the first major Vietnamese dynasty to rule independently. The Lee, Tran, and Lê dynasties. From the 10th to the 18th centuries, these dynasties shaped Vietnam's destiny. The Tran dynasty, 1225 to 1400, boldly resisted multiple Mongol invasions, astonishing the world. Meanwhile, the Lê dynasty, 1428 to 1789, ushered in a golden age of prosperity, cultural brilliance, and territorial expansion. Ming invasion. The early 15th century saw Vietnam briefly fall under the grip of the Ming dynasty, but the people refused to be conquered. Under the leadership of the legendary Lê Loi, Vietnam fought back, reclaiming its independence and founding the Lê dynasty. Fourth colonial era, 1858 to 1945. French colonization. The mid-19th century brought new invaders, the French. By the 1880s, Vietnam was fully under French control, becoming part of French Indochina. The French imposed their culture, exploited Vietnam's vast resources, and reshaped its cities. But the Vietnamese spirit could not be broken. Resistance movements. Across the country, brave revolutionaries rose against French rule. Phan Boi Chau and Phan Chau Trinh led reformist movements, while the Viet Minh, under Ho Chi Minh, became the most formidable force in the fight for independence. The First Indochina War and Division, 1945 to 1954, Japanese occupation. During World War II, 1940 to 1945, Japan displaced the French colonial administration. But when Japan fell in 1945, Vietnam seized the moment. Under Ho Chi Minh's leadership, the country declared independence. First Indochina War. The French, refusing to let go, returned in 1945, sparking the First Indochina War, 1946 to 1954. After years of brutal conflict, the Vietnamese prevailed. The war ended with the 1954 Geneva Accords, dividing Vietnam into two, the Communist North and the anti-Communist South. The Vietnam War, 1955 to 1975. Civil War and international involvement. The division of Vietnam ignited one of the most devastating conflicts in modern history. The Vietnam War. The Communist North, led by Ho Chi Minh and later his successors, received support from the Soviet Union and China. Meanwhile, the South, under leaders like Ngo Dinh Diem, was backed by the United States. U.S. involvement. Determined to stop the spread of communism, the U.S. escalated its military presence in the early 1960s. What followed was years of unimaginable devastation. Bombings, guerrilla warfare, and countless lives lost. The war deeply divided American society. End of the war. Finally, on April 30th, 1975, Saigon fell to the North Vietnamese Army, marking the war's bitter conclusion. Vietnam was reunified under communist rule and renamed the Socialist Republic of Vietnam. Post-war Vietnam, 1975 to present, reconstruction and economic struggles. After the war, Vietnam faced overwhelming challenges. The centrally planned economy led to stagnation, leaving the country struggling to recover. Joy moi, mo chin tam sayu, change was needed. In 1986, Vietnam launched Joy Moi, a groundbreaking series of economic reforms. The country transitioned to a socialist-oriented market economy, sparking rapid growth, foreign investment, and an improving quality of life. Modern Vietnam. Today, Vietnam is one of Asia's fastest-growing economies. Balancing communist governance with market-based reforms, the nation has emerged as a key player in regional politics and global trade. Vietnam's modern cities are a vibrant blend of tradition and innovation, reflecting the country's rapid economic growth and cultural dynamism. Here are some of the most prominent modern cities in Vietnam. 1. Ho Chi Minh City, Saigon, the economic hub, skyscrapers and business districts. Ho Chi Minh City is Vietnam's largest and most developed metropolis. The Bitexco Financial Tower and Landmark 81, the tallest building in Vietnam, dominate the skyline, reaching for the heavens. Street food and nightlife. The city is famous for its bustling Ben Thanh market, rooftop bars, and the electric nightlife in areas like Bui Vien Street, where the night never ends. Tech and startups. As Vietnam's business powerhouse, Saigon is home to countless international companies, startups, and a thriving tech industry. You can feel the energy in the air every single day. 2. Hanoi, the cultural capital. Historic meets modern. Hanoi, the heart of Vietnam, beautifully blends ancient temples with towering modern infrastructure. The Lotte Center Hanoi and Kiang Nam Landmark Tower rise proudly next to centuries-old pagodas. It's a city that honors its past while racing toward the future. Arts and culture. Hanoi boasts world-class museums, art galleries, and the famous Hanoi Opera House. The city breathes creativity. You can feel it in the air. Lakes and green spaces. In the middle of all this buzz, Hoan Kiem Lake and West Lake offer peaceful retreats, quiet escapes amidst the city's vibrant heartbeat. 3. Da Nang, the coastal metropolis beach paradise. Da Nang is known for its stunning Mai Khe Beach and Non Nuoc Beach. These are some of the most breathtaking beaches in Asia. You'll feel the warmth of the sun and the cool ocean breeze all year round. Iconic bridges. The city's skyline is marked by the Dragon Bridge, which breathes fire on weekends. It's like something out of a fantasy. Other modern bridges like the Han River Bridge only add to the city's charm. Tourism and tech hub. Da Nang is rapidly growing as a major tourist destination and emerging as a tech and startup hub. It's a dynamic city on the rise. 4. Nha Trang, Vietnam's luxury resort city. Luxury and high-rises. Nha Trang is famous for its world-class resorts, beachfront high-rises, and glamorous nightlife. It's the ultimate beachside luxury, diving and island adventures. The city is a hotspot for scuba diving, snorkeling, and exploring the stunning Vin Pearl Island, an adventurer's dream come true. 5. Hai Phong, the port city, Vietnam's major seaport. Hai Phong is a key industrial and shipping hub, growing at an incredible pace. The economy is booming, and the city is rapidly modernizing. French colonial architecture. The city preserves its French colonial charm while modernizing rapidly. It's a fascinating mix of old-world elegance and fresh, forward-looking growth. 6. Can Tho, the capital of the Mekong Delta. Floating markets and agriculture. Can Tho is a modern city, but it remains deeply connected to its river-based economy. The Kai Rang floating market is a must-see, a visual feast. Urban growth. With expanding infrastructure and exciting new urban projects, Can Tho is quickly becoming a key player in southern Vietnam's development. Watch this city grow. Vietnam is packed with stunning tourist destinations that offer a perfect mix of history, culture, nature, and adventure. Whether you're a thrill seeker, history lover, or beach enthusiast, Vietnam has something unforgettable for everyone. Here's a list of some of the most popular and breathtaking spots you should definitely check out. 1. Halong Bay, Natural Wonder UNESCO. World Heritage Site, Halong Bay. Famous for its emerald green waters and thousands of limestone islands topped with lush greenery, is truly a natural wonder. You can take a boat cruise through the bay, visit floating fishing villages, or kayak between the islands. It's a dreamy escape into nature that you'll never forget. 2. Hanoi, the old capital, historic charm. Hanoi is the capital of Vietnam, and it's like stepping into a living history book. Explore the charming old quarter with its narrow streets. Visit the serene Hoan Kiem Lake. Don't forget to check out the Ngoc Sun Temple on the lake. And stroll around the Temple of Literature, a 1,000-year-old university, Hanoi Opera House. If you're into arts, don't miss the chance to visit this stunning French colonial-era theater. It's a masterpiece in itself. 3. Ho Chi Minh City, Saigon, the heartbeat of Vietnam War history and modernity. Visit the fascinating War Remnants Museum to understand the tragic history of the Vietnam War. Then, take a walk around Ben Thanh Market and the iconic Saigon Notre Dame Basilica for a perfect blend of history, culture, and the pulse of modern life. Rooftop bars and nightlife. Saigon's nightlife is legendary. Enjoy breathtaking views of the city at places like the Bitexco Sky Deck and get lost in the vibrant energy of its rooftop bars and nightclubs. 4. Hoi An, the ancient town, charming and colorful. Hoi An is a magical UNESCO World Heritage Site known for its beautifully preserved ancient town, lantern-lit streets, and mouth-watering street food. Walk along the Thu Bon River, visit the Japanese covered bridge, and shop for unique silk lanterns and custom-made clothing. It's picture perfect. Tailored clothes. You can have clothes tailored to your size in just a few days. It's a shopper's paradise and a perfect place for finding that one-of-a-kind souvenir. 5. Hue, the Imperial City Royal History. Hue was once the imperial capital of Vietnam and is home to the Imperial City, a massive complex of temples, palaces, and gardens. The Forbidden Purple City and Tien Mu Pagoda are must-see spots that will make you feel like you've stepped back in time. Perfume River. Take a peaceful boat ride on the Perfume River and soak in the beauty and history that flows through this ancient city. It's a truly tranquil experience. 6. Phong Nha Ke Bang National Park, Cave Exploration. Cave adventures, home to some of the world's largest and most spectacular caves, like Son Doong Cave. Phong Nha Ke Bang is a paradise for explorers. You can visit Phong Nha Cave, Paradise Cave, and Dark Cave, perfect for adventure lovers. Jungle treks. Explore the dense jungles, waterfalls, and caves, or take a guided tour to discover the rich wildlife and hidden beauty of this incredible region. 7. Sapa, mountain scenery. Trekking and ethnic villages. Located in the northwest, Sapa offers stunning terraced rice fields, dramatic mountains, and traditional villages. Trek through the Muang Hoa Valley to interact with local Hmong tribes and visit picturesque villages like Cat Cat Village. Fancy Pan Mountain, known as the Roof of Indochina, Fancy Pan offers breathtaking views and an epic trek. For something less demanding, you can take the cable car to the top and still feel on top of the world. 8. Nha Trang, Beach Resort, Vietnam's Riviera. Nha Trang is Vietnam's premier beach destination, offering golden sandy beaches, crystal clear waters, and vibrant nightlife. Visit the Po Nagar Cham Towers, relax at Thap Ba Hot Springs, or take a boat trip to nearby islands. It's pure paradise. Scuba diving and snorkeling. The waters around Nha Trang are perfect for underwater adventures. You'll see colorful reefs, schools of fish, and maybe even a sea turtle or two. 9. Mekong Delta, river adventures, floating markets, and villages. Take a boat tour through the quay. Lush Mekong Delta to explore the network of rivers, canals, and traditional villages. Visit the famous Kai Rang floating market, see the charming stilt houses, and try delicious local fruits and food. It's a completely unique experience. Eco tours. Discover the rural side of Vietnam with a visit to the Can Tho and Ben Tre provinces, where you can experience village life and local craftsmanship in the heart of the Delta. 10. Phu Quoc Island. Tropical paradise, white sand beaches, and clear waters. Phu Quoc, an island off the coast of southern Vietnam, is a tropical paradise with serene beaches, coral reefs, and palm trees. Visit Vin Pearl Safari, or just relax at Long Beach. It's the ultimate getaway. Water sports and nightlife. Explore the crystal clear waters with activities like snorkeling and diving. Or enjoy the lively beach bars and night markets as you unwind with a cocktail in hand. 11th, Ninh Binh, Halong Bay on land stunning. Karst landscapes, often called Halong Bay on land, Ninh Binh is filled with towering limestone mountains, serene rivers, and lush fields. Tam Kok and Trang An offer peaceful boat rides through caves and towering cliffs. It's like something from a movie. Cuc Phuong National Park. Take a hike through this gorgeous park, which is home to rare wildlife like the Delacour's langur monkey. It's an unforgettable adventure. 12. Bina Hills, high above the clouds. Golden Bridge, Bina Hills, near Da Nang, is home to the famous Golden Bridge, held up by giant stone hands. It's one of the most Instagrammable spots in Vietnam. Cable car ride. Take one of the world's longest cable car rides to the top, where you'll be greeted by stunning views of the mountains and the surrounding area. It's an experience that will take your breath away. Vietnam is a treasure trove of historical and World Heritage sites, each telling a story of its rich past, from ancient kingdoms and royal dynasties to colonial influences and war history. Whether you're a history enthusiast or simply love exploring ancient sites, Vietnam has something incredible for you. Here are some of the top historical and World Heritage points that should absolutely be on your radar. 1. Halong Bay, UNESCO World Heritage Site, natural wonder with historical significance. Halong Bay is famous for its emerald waters and dramatic limestone islands. While it's celebrated for its breathtaking natural beauty, the area also holds deep historical significance, a center for ancient civilizations, with archaeological sites that date back thousands of years. Ancient human activity has been found in caves around the bay, linking this stunning landscape with Vietnam's early history. 2. Hue, the Imperial City. A royal history, Hue, once the capital of Vietnam during the Nguyen dynasty, 1802 to 1945, is home to the Imperial City, a sprawling complex of palaces, temples, and gardens. The Forbidden Purple City within the Imperial Citadel is where the royal family lived in isolation, and visiting it feels like stepping back in time to an era of kings and emperors. Hue is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and offers an incredible window into Vietnam's feudal past. 3. My Son Sanctuary. Ancient Champa civilization relics of the Champa Kingdom. The My Son Sanctuary in Quang Nam Province is an incredible historical site, home to the ruins of Hindu temples built by the Champa Kingdom, 4th to 13th centuries. These ruins, scattered across a lush valley, are evidence of the Champa civilization that once dominated central and southern Vietnam. My Son is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and is often called the Angkor Wat of Vietnam. 4. Hoi An Ancient Town, UNESCO World Heritage Site. Timeless charm. The ancient town of Hoi An is a living museum of Vietnam's past, with streets lined with beautifully preserved buildings from the 15th to 19th centuries. Once a thriving port, Hoi An's architecture blends Vietnamese, Chinese, Japanese, and European influences. It's a UNESCO-listed town that has retained its historical charm, especially with its lantern-lit streets and the iconic Japanese covered bridge. 5. Phong Nha Ke Bang National Park. UNESCO World Heritage Site cave systems and natural wonders. Beyond its breathtaking natural landscapes, Phong Nha Ke Bang is a site of incredible historical importance. The park is home to some of the world's largest and most spectacular caves, like Sundung Cave, which is considered the largest cave in the world. Ancient fossils and remnants of prehistoric human activity have been found here, making it not only a natural marvel but a site of archaeological significance. 6. The Complex of Monuments in Hue, UNESCO World Heritage Site. A royal seat of power, the Complex of Monuments in Hue is a sprawling collection of architectural treasures that includes royal tombs, temples, pagodas, and gates. The most famous monuments include the tomb of Emperor Kaidin and the Tien Mu Pagoda. These structures tell the story of the Nguyen dynasty and reflect the cultural heritage of Vietnam's imperial history. 7. The ancient village of Duong Lam. A glimpse of rural Vietnam, located just outside Hanoi. The Duong Lam village is famous for its ancient architecture and traditional rural life. The village is home to ancient houses made of laterite stone, which are over 400 years old. As a living historical site, Duong Lam is a rare example of traditional Vietnamese village life that has been preserved over centuries. It's a fascinating look into rural Vietnam before the modern rush. 8. The imperial tombs of the Nguyen dynasty tomb architecture. The imperial tombs of the Nguyen dynasty are scattered around Hue and showcase magnificent tombs of past emperors, each designed in the style of classical Chinese feng shui, surrounded by impressive landscapes. These tombs are historical monuments in their own right, reflecting the grandeur of the Nguyen dynasty's royal customs and the reverence paid to deceased emperors. 9. The Old Quarter of Hanoi. Historical heart of Hanoi. The Old Quarter of Hanoi, with its narrow streets and traditional architecture, is the historical and commercial heart of Vietnam's capital. Many of the buildings here date back to the 13th century and were influenced by Vietnamese, Chinese, and French architectural styles. Walking through its maze-like streets, you'll feel transported to another era, with artisan shops, traditional street food, and ancient temples. 10. The Cu Chi Tunnels. A historic underground network. During the Vietnam War, the Cu Chi Tunnels were an underground network used by the Viet Cong for hiding, moving, and organizing operations. Located near Ho Chi Minh City, Saigon, the tunnels stretch over 200 kilometers and give visitors a glimpse into the resilience and ingenuity of the Vietnamese people during wartime. Visiting these tunnels is a powerful, educational experience about the Vietnam War and its impact on the country. 11. The Royal Tomb of Emperor Minh Mang Architectural Marvel. Located in Hue, the Royal Tomb of Emperor Minh Mang is one of the most elaborate and picturesque tombs of the Nguyen dynasty. Surrounded by peaceful gardens and ponds, the tomb is a harmonious blend of natural beauty and imperial grandeur. It's an experience that truly takes your breath away. 12th Citadel of the Ho Dynasty. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Ho Dynasty Citadel, located in Thanh Hoa Province, is a UNESCO-listed site that was once the capital of Vietnam during the Ho Dynasty, 1400 to 1407. The citadel's stone walls and ancient gates reflect the architectural and military ingenuity of the time. Though less visited than other historical sites, it offers a fascinating insight into a short but significant period in Vietnam's medieval history. 13. The Cham Islands. historical significance, and natural beauty. The Cham Islands, located off the coast of Hoi An, are not only a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, but also home to ancient Cham culture. The islands are dotted with archaeological sites, including ancient Cham temples and remnants of maritime history, showing the influence of the Champa civilization. The stunning natural beauty of the islands only adds to their historical significance. Vietnamese culture is rich, diverse, and deeply rooted in a long history that stretches back over thousands of years. It's a breathtaking blend of ancient traditions, local customs, and influences from neighboring countries, creating a unique and vibrant cultural identity that's impossible to ignore. Let's dive into some of the most incredible aspects of Vietnam's culture. 1. Traditional festivals and celebrations. Tết Nguyen Giang, Lunar New Year. Tet is Vietnam's biggest and most important holiday. It's a time for family reunions, honoring ancestors, and celebrating the arrival of spring. Homes are beautifully decorated with peach blossoms, kumquat trees, and red lanterns that light up the entire country. Traditional foods like bánh chưng, square sticky rice cakes, and pickled onions are devoured with excitement during the festivities. The streets are often filled with firecrackers, lion dances, and vibrant parades. It's truly a magical time to be in Vietnam. Mid-Autumn Festival, Tet Trung Thu. A celebration for children and families, the Mid-Autumn Festival brings joy with colorful lanterns, mooncakes, and heartwarming dances. The lion dance is especially thrilling, believed to bring good luck and drive away evil spirits. What a sight it is! 2. Traditional clothing, Áo Dai. The Áo Dai is Vietnam's most iconic and elegant piece of clothing. Known for its graceful flowing silhouette, it's traditionally worn by women during special occasions like weddings, holidays, or formal events. It's a symbol of elegance, pride, and the nation's timeless beauty. Traditional attire for men. The Áo Gam, brocade tunic, worn by men on formal occasions, is equally rich in history and style, making these pieces truly unforgettable. 3. Cuisine. Vietnamese food is an explosion of flavors. It's incredibly varied, with each region having its own distinct specialties. Rice is the staple, and it's included in almost every meal. Here are some of the must-try dishes. Pho. Vietnam's famous noodle soup is a warm, comforting bowl of heaven. With its rich broth, tender meats, and fresh herbs, it's a dish that nourishes the soul. Banh mi. This Vietnamese sandwich is the perfect fusion of French colonial influence and Vietnamese tradition. The crispy baguette stuffed with meats, pickled veggies, and herbs creates a delightful combination that's simply irresistible. Goi Quan, spring rolls. Fresh spring rolls are not just a treat for the taste buds. They're refreshing and light, filled with shrimp, herbs, and vermicelli noodles. Served with a delicious peanut or hoisin dipping sauce that makes every bite memorable. Cha Phe Sua Ja, Vietnamese iced coffee. Strong coffee brewed with condensed milk and served over ice. Bold, sweet, and utterly addictive. 4. Family and social structure. Family is the heartbeat of Vietnamese culture. Traditional values emphasize respect for elders and the importance of maintaining strong family bonds. The practice of ancestor worship is deeply embedded, with many families honoring their deceased relatives through rituals and offerings, a truly moving and powerful tradition. Extended families often live close together, sometimes under one roof, which strengthens the sense of community. Filial piety, or the respect for parents and ancestors, is a deeply ingrained moral value that's passed down from one generation to the next. 5. Religion and spiritual beliefs. Vietnam is a melting pot of religions and spiritual beliefs, with a fascinating blend of Buddhism, Confucianism, Taoism, Christianity, and local traditions. It's a land where spirituality flows through daily life. Buddhism is the most widely practiced religion, with stunning temples and pagodas scattered throughout the country. Ancestor worship is also central to daily life. Families continue to honor their ancestors, especially during the sacred time of Tet. Taoism, an indigenous Vietnamese religion, is a spiritual melting pot combining elements of Buddhism, Christianity, Confucianism, and Taoism. It's truly one of a kind. 6. Art and literature. Vietnam's art has a rich history, influenced by both Chinese and Indian cultures. Traditional art forms like lacquer painting, ceramics, and water puppetry are fascinating, especially the Mua Roi Nuoc, water puppetry, where puppets perform on water, a truly magical experience to witness. Literature has been passed down through generations, with Truyen Kieu, The Tale of Kieu, by Nguyen Du being one of the most famous works. This tragic yet beautiful epic poem tells the story of Kieu, a woman whose life is marked by sorrow and sacrifice. It is a symbol of Vietnamese literary pride. 7. Music and dance. Vietnamese music is as diverse as its culture, with styles varying by region and tradition. Whether it's the haunting sounds of Quan Ho, traditional folk singing, or the dramatic, emotional performances of Kai Luong, Vietnamese opera, music is woven into the very fabric of life in Vietnam. The Lotus Dance, a graceful symbolic representation of the lotus flower, is a stunning traditional performance with deep spiritual meaning that will leave you breathless. 8. Architecture and landmarks. Vietnam's architecture is an extraordinary fusion of past and present. Ancient temples and pagodas, French colonial buildings, and modern skyscrapers coexist in harmony, creating a breathtaking landscape. The One-Pillar Pagoda in Hanoi is a true architectural gem built on a single stone pillar, designed to resemble a lotus flower, a symbol of purity and enlightenment. The stunning Saigon Notre Dame Cathedral and Hanoi Opera House are architectural masterpieces from the French colonial era, while the towering Landmark 81 in Ho Chi Minh City represents the rapid growth and progress of modern-day Vietnam. 9. Customs and etiquette. In Vietnam, greetings are warm and respectful, often a slight bow or a handshake. Respect for elders is a cornerstone of social interaction. When offering something to an elder, it's customary to use both hands, a simple yet powerful gesture of respect. Gift giving is a cherished custom, but remember, don't give gifts in sets of 4. The number 4 is considered unlucky due to its phonetic similarity to the word for death. Such little details show the significance of cultural beliefs. 10. Language. Vietnam's official language, Vietnamese, Tiếng Viet, is an absolutely beautiful tonal language. With 6 distinct tones, it can be tricky to master, but once you do, it becomes a gateway to understanding this amazing country. Even the slightest change in tone can completely change the meaning of a word, making communication a true art.